He's got friends in every town and village from here to the Sudan. He speaks a dozen languages, knows every local custom. He'll blend in, disappear. You'll never see him again. With any luck, he's got the Grail already.
Does anyone here speak English?
This video explores the remarkable life and legacy of Sir Tom Stoppard, one of the most dazzling, inventive, and intellectually adventurous playwrights of the modern era. From his early displacement during wartime to his rise as a giant of the English stage, Stoppard's story is one of creativity shaped by history, identity, and relentless curiosity. Today, we take a deeper look at the man behind the words, the thinker behind the wit, and the human behind the legend. What shaped Tom Stoppard's public persona as a playwright of witty intelligence? His reputation grew from an exceptional ability to turn language into a playground for ideas. Audiences saw him as a master of comedic intellect, someone who blended philosophical depth with theatrical fun. His early play Rosencrantz and Guildenstern captured attention immediately, proving that he could take familiar stories and reinvent them with humor, existential thought, and sharp insight. This set the tone for his public identity as a playwright who transformed complexity into entertainment. How did the world respond to his early works? Critics praised his originality. Audiences were enthralled by how he reimagined Shakespeare's characters, challenged theatrical conventions, and introduced new ways of telling stories. His early success showed he wasn't just a promising writer, but a groundbreaking one. Where did Tom Stoppard's journey begin? He was born in Zlín, in what is now the Czech Republic, but his childhood was marked by displacement as his family fled the threats of war. After time spent in Asia, he eventually arrived in England, the country that would shape his identity and his future career. How did his stepfather influence his evolution? Kenneth Stoppard played a key role in Tom's embrace of British culture and the English language. The adoption of his stepfather's name became part of his transformation into a distinctly English voice, even though his origins were far more complicated. How did he move from journalism to playwriting? His first job was as a reporter, where he developed sharp observation skills and a love of language. Journalism trained him to listen carefully, analyze stories, and express ideas clearly. These skills helped him transition naturally into playwriting, where he expanded his storytelling into more imaginative and philosophical territories. What personal passions shaped his life outside the theater? Many people are surprised to learn that he loved cricket and fly fishing, hobbies that grounded him away from the intellectual intensity of his work. These interests show a quieter, more reflective side of a man often associated with high-speed wit. How did meaningful relationships influence his career? The relationships and friendships throughout his life provided emotional grounding and inspiration. His family history, especially the late discovery of his relatives' fate during the Holocaust, deeply influenced his later works, especially plays concerned with memory and identity. Was Tom Stoppard involved in charitable or humanitarian causes? Yes. He quietly supported various human rights and free speech movements. He believed deeply in moral responsibility and the power of storytelling to defend truth. How did he approach the creative process? Stoppard built his plays like intellectual puzzles. He began with an idea, a paradox, or a historical moment, then crafted characters who could explore that idea through dialogue and emotion. He researched extensively, gathering notes, reading widely, and refining his drafts until the structure and language aligned perfectly. How did his personal history influence his writing? Themes of identity, belonging, and the search for meaning appear throughout his work. His late-life reflections on his Jewish heritage reshaped his view of the past and brought new emotional depth to his later plays. What makes his legacy so important to modern theater? Tom Stoppard redefined what a play could be. He showed that theater can engage with mathematics, science, philosophy, history, and politics without sacrificing storytelling or humor. His influence expands across generations of writers who admire his courage, intelligence, and creativity. Why will his works remain relevant? His plays explore universal questions about truth, memory, love, and the meaning of existence. These themes resonate across cultures and time. As the world changes, Stoppard's ideas continue to ask audiences to think more deeply, laugh more freely, and appreciate the human complexity beneath every thought. Finally, Tom Stoppard leaves behind a body of work that challenges, entertains, and inspires. His life story, from refugee to literary icon, reminds us that creativity often grows from adversity and that great ideas can transform the world of art. His legacy will continue to shape theater, literature, and cultural thought for generations. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this educational video, don't forget to share it, like it, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content.